G'day guys, what is going on? Welcome to a new video. Hope you're all doing well. I just want to start off by saying sorry about the lack in uploads this year. I know it's pretty early in the year. A couple of things held me back. I was meant to go to a drift event in the S14, but the event got cancelled, so I couldn't really do much for that week because I pretty much had it all planned for the S14. And then my R33, the stupid clutch slave, bent my clutch forks. I had to take it somewhere to get the gearbox out, replace the clutch fork, replace the slave. It was a pain in the ass, so we lost 2 weeks of pretty much film time. And now finally I took the R33 for another test drive and I can't wait. There's some great news with all this shit. The R33 is going for a tune next week, so the time you guys are watching this, next week finally we're gonna get this thing tuned. So finally we're gonna have the R33 on the dyno. I'm taking the day off work, so I'm gonna be dropping off the R33 to the tune shop, and I'm gonna go in there and film the dyno run. So I'm gonna spend the day watching the R33 on the dyno, watching it in tune. So you guys are finally gonna see the R33 on the dyno, and I can't wait, man. I'm so excited. I went for another test drive. I'm gonna roll on those clips later on the video, but first I'm gonna talk about the R33. I'll show you guys what I've done around my engine bay, what I have left to do before I go to the dyno. It's actually pretty funny, man. Like, I went for a drive a couple nights ago and I had the camera sitting here and I was filming, talking for about 10 minutes about the car, show you guys how to break in a new engine build with the RB25. And as I was talking for 10 minutes and went for a drive, I went to turn off the camera and I noticed that I hadn't even clicked record yet. And I'm like, oh my god, I just spent 10 minutes driving around talking to myself, thinking that I was talking to the camera or to you guys. And I can't believe that I had to go back for another drive. So when I roll on those clips, I kind of feel like I put it on a bit because I had to try to think of everything that I said. So I had to try to remember everything while I was driving and talking. So I had to start all over again. So I'll roll on those clips later on, as I said. So let's check out my engine bay. Actually, before I show you my engine bay, some people ask me about the stickers. I've got a fair few of these left. Clutch Kick Junkie stickers. Make sure to get them. They're at the Big Cartel, so write in Google Big Cartel Clutch Kick Junkies and you'll find these stickers there. So I'm pretty excited to have this car finally in the dyno, and you know what that means? You can go out to the mountains, finally go for some cruises, go to some meets, hang out with some mates, and finally get some drift footage out in the mountains, go on the tow gauge, just race this car around. We're gonna go to tunnels, do some tunnel pulls, do some external gate shit, turbo fluttering videos. Oh man, so much stuff to come, guys. So if you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and this build is going to be pretty wild. Once I hit full boost, no doubt that this car is going to be mental to drive, and I can't wait to feel the rush of just hitting full boost in this new fresh build. Since you last guys have seen with the RB25 build, we chucked on a new Aeroflow pod filter right there. Got a nice black one. I was originally meant to get a shorter one of those short filters so I can run the reservoir for the power steering here, but I wanted a bigger filter because it looked better. So now I'm going to reroute it to somewhere down here, that little box Aeroflow power steering reservoir I'm talking about, because we can't run this anymore. As I've said in the past 3 videos, there's a lot of new viewers. They think that I'm just going to leave that there, but I've already talked about this in other videos, so make sure to check out my channel. I've got S14 video clips as well. Like, I went to Adelaide, flew out there, picked up that S14, got on a tow truck all the way back to Melbourne, and then built it in like 1 month for a drift event, and now finally it's track ready. So all the track events that are coming up, we're going to be taking the S14 out for some fun. And now back to the R33. With the R33, when you last guys seen, I didn't have a catch can. I basically just left the breathers open. I've got to block this one off. So right there, easy block off. So I've run a hose from underneath there, another one from there underneath, all the way to this vented Aeroflow catch can. So I'm running a lot of Aeroflow parts right now. So this sick catch can, it looks like it goes back into the system, which it does. Wink wink. It's actually vented, so it looks like it's not a vented one, but that's sick. It's pretty big, but that's what you want for a catch can when you with all this power. So this is going to collect all the oil, so that way it's just all air going into the intake system. The reason why I don't like it venting back into the intake system with the oil is because when I stripped off the intake manifold last time, there was so much oil buildup in this intake system. It was really bad, so you don't want that for your engine. So make sure to get a vented catch can, so that way it sucks out all the oil and just puts air back into the system. And this is Hypergear's ATR 45 SS ball bearing turbo, so this is going to be sick. And I'm running a 3-inch full exhaust system, so it's just pretty much all the way straight through to a Varix cannon with a 6-boost manifold, so that's why it sounds very raspy and sick. And that's on low revs when you guys heard me revving it a bit, because I haven't hit full boost in this thing yet. That's why I'm going to talk about that later on in the test drive. Reason why you don't want to hit full boost, you want to make sure everything is worn in. You definitely don't want to be doing anything stupid with the out of tune, so make sure to drive sensibly. I'm also going to be driving this to the dyno, so I'm going to take this to the tune shop, but I'm not going to boost it there. I'm going to drive like a grandma. So there's a lot of parts here. I've kept the intake manifold. A lot of people ask me, oh, why didn't you go forward facing? It's just overrated. You don't really need to go forward facing. These intake manifolds can handle a shit more than what people think. So this setup's pretty sick because I don't have to cut a hole into the body. So B-Weld Bevan did a sick job on pretty much all the cooler pipes. Did all the cooler pipes. He did my whole exhaust system. He did an amazing job. Made this as well. So this is gonna be sick. I can't wait to hit boost and see how it doses with the 4-inch intake pipe. If it's not as loud, I'll just go back down to a 3-inch intake pipe, because that way it gives off that extra dose. Also, I'm running a Walbro 460 because I had my car tuned on E85 ages ago, but then we blew a head gasket, and that's why I thought might as well do a full engine rebuild. Turbo smart fuel pressure regulator, aeroflow pod filter. Pretty much inside the blocks, the con rods and pistons, the CPs. We've got Tomei pond cams. We've got MLSR head gasket with ARP head studs. There's just so much. I'm going to make a breakdown video eventually soon, so I'm going to talk about all the parts that I've got in this engine. I'm going to talk about how much it costs to do, how much it is to get parts, the best way to do it. So stay tuned for that video because it's very expensive but worth it. Also, make sure to update your radiator. I got the Blitz Racing one. This one's pretty sick. I got this from Kudos Motorsports. It really looks nice. I like how shiny it is. Alright, now that I've shown you guys a quick brief of my engine bay, I just want to talk about the things that I've done. So, you know, I've blocked off the PC valve. I've got to mention that. So when you do a vented catch cam, make sure that PCV valve, the one that's got like the weird U-bend that goes from the valve cover to the intake system, make sure to block that off. Anyway, back to what I was saying. After showing you guys the engine bay of like what I've done, I'm going to change out my diff oil. So in my diff, I've got a Nismo 2-way, and if you're going to be putting oil in it, make sure to grab the 75 140 oil. This oil is about $38 a litre, and I had to pay $20 postage and then $7 GST. I'm going to talk about how shipping and GST just add on top of everything. It's very annoying. Sometimes I paid $80 for postage, and then GST would be like $50 because I bought so many parts from one shop, or every time I bought parts from different shops, it just kept adding up, and it's so annoying. So yeah, this is $38 a litre, so make sure to use 2 litres in your R200 diff, because when you're drifting, the oil in the diff is going side to side. You'd rather keep it full than just leaving 1.5 litres in it, so make sure to chuck in 2 litres of oil in. Man, I'm starting to feel like a bloody zombie right now. I'm just working and then building this whole engine, like doing this engine in my driveway, in my backyard. Who the hell needs to honk that long? Anyway, building this whole engine has just like tired me out, and dropping it in myself. As I said, for the ones that don't know, make sure to check out all my videos. Pretty much built this RB25, took the engine out myself, put it back in myself. It's been one painful ride, but it's gonna be worth it after the dyno video. So I can't wait to show you guys this car on the dyno. It's gonna be sick. But as I was saying, it's very tiring to do, especially when you go to work. Then you got your outside life, then you come back to the car life. It's very draining. And then I got to build the S14. So building 2 cars in like under a year has been stressful, but I got it there. So we're all ready for the tracks, we're ready for the dyno, I'm ready for some more content. I have very good faith that this is going to make it to the dyno, no problems. We've got no oil leaks, we've got no coolant leaks, no petrol leaks. Everything seems perfect, no weird noises. When I went for that test drive, I drove for about half an hour and not one sign of any issues. We had good oil pressure, the water temp didn't get hot at all, it stayed where it should be. This car feels so good to drive again, so enjoy these clips. Alright, so I'm just letting the car warm up right now, and as I said in another video and the video before that, these gauges are going into the S14, and I'm getting a Heltec screen, so I'm going to miss these gauges even though I never really got to plug in these two, the water temp and oil temp. But this shit, look at that, the wiring stuff, so it's like fuck, I've lost my mind. Oh my god, what an amateur mistake. I just went for a 10-minute drive talking shit about the car, and and I went to go turn the GoPro off and noticed that I wasn't even recording. Oh my god, how old am I? I'm like fucking 80 years old. Now I'm gonna have to drive again for 10 minutes, but I'm not complaining because I really love driving the Skyline. This is just to wear it in. Alright, so now I'm gonna have to start from scratch with the drives and the talking. Oh my god, I was just about to go home too. Alright, so what we're doing is, we're going for another test drive. Just make sure everything's A-okay. What you want to do is with your fresh RB25 build, you don't want to hammer it on your test drive. Don't boost it, don't do anything silly. Just drive normally in, like, you know, in low rev range, just so everything can wear in. Inspect everything like the water temp, the oil pressure, make sure you're not boosting. Just like drive sensibly, because you don't want to waste thousands and thousands of dollars just because of your stupidity. Trust me guys, just be sensible. Make sure everything is A-okay. Get to the tuners, drain out the running in oil, put in the fresh oil, get a dyno tune, and then we can start hammering it. Then we'll have some fun. And I can't wait to go to the mountains. And another good thing is about this drive is that I had so much rust on my disc brakes that this is going to clean it all off. But I'm going to change my 2 front rotors. I'm going to get new front rotors, new brake pads, because in the mountains I average, you know, around the corners anywhere from 80 to 100 kilometers an hour. And sometimes like you go really fast in the straights, and when you get to like some really serious bends, you need some good brakes. So definitely I'm going to get some sick brakes for this car as well. When I thought I was filming, it's so fun to drive your car, man. Like after all these months, it's just so nice that my hard work has paid off. And I'm getting really nervous about the tune as well. Like I can't wait to get this thing tuned next week. It's going to be so fun. Like if my S14's RB25 did okay, I'm sure this is going to be a billion times better, and everything sounds okay. There's no leaks, there's no weird smells, everything is smooth, hasn't skipped a beat. It's just so nice, man. Like I can't complain. And another thing is you got to do is as well, when you're cruising around in a fresh engine build, try to get into 5th gear in low engine revs, because that builds up a lot of pressure to the piston rings and it seals up against the bores better. So we're going to do that again. Alright, go to that straight spot and chuck it in 5th in low revs. Oh man, this car sounds so good in low revs. I just can't wait to hear this thing up in boost, man. Like I've been driving this car for about 20 minutes now, and it's just so nice, man. I just can't wait to... Whoa. I just really can't wait to get this thing tuned, man. Like it's gonna be sick. All these people are like, this guy's been doing laps. Yeah, wearing in my car, man. Oh, you can hear that little... It's gonna be sick up in boost. Alright, chuck it in 5th. We're doing 50, put my foot down. Low revs. Alright. That's what I'm talking about. We're gonna do one more lap and then we're gonna head back home. Because I got work early in the morning. And I don't want to push this thing too much, because right now I just want to hammer this car. Like I just want to flog it. All these people are probably saying the same thing. What the hell is this guy doing laps and laps for? Oh man, once this thing's tuned, we're definitely going to go Death Mountain and have some fun. And also go cruising with some mates as well. Like we've been talking shit for months about cruises and that. And I can't wait, man. It's going to be so fun. Oh, that exhaust note. It's so hard not to push it. Man. Alright guys, I'm going to do a few more laps. Well, I'll do a couple more laps. What the hell is this truck? Do a couple more laps and then we'll head back home, because I don't want to over push it, because I really want to take this for a nice drive. But we're going to take this to the tuners next week and have some fun. And also I'll mention after the driving about my diff oil. So this is a Nismo 2-way diff. I've got the Nismo oil in it to clean out all the metallic shit when you wear the diff in. So you're going to do donuts, flog it around, cruise around, just to clean out all the shit. Take it out and get some fresh oil. And this diff oil ain't cheap either, man, especially with shipping and tax. It just adds on top of everything. So when I do like a whole build breakdown, you're gonna see how much everything costs to rebuild an RB25 and how annoying postage is and GST. It just adds on top of everything. It sucks. And there we have it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys are excited about the good news about this R33 being tuned soon. One more week, just one more week, and finally we can start driving this R33 again and make some good numbers. Hear the exhaust note up in boost, the screamer pipe with the turbo flutter. Oh, this setup's gonna sound sick. Whew, it's getting hot in here now, so I'm going to open this door. I'm going to wrap up this video. So as always, thank you guys so much for the love and support. I'm really happy to see the last 3 videos doing really well and leaving all the supportive comments that you guys leave in the latest videos. Like, it's awesome to read all your comments, so thank you guys so much for that. And for the ones that haven't subscribed, make sure to hit subscribe, hit that notification bell, because there's some crazy shit about to come with this R33 now. So thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to leave a comment down below, leave a like. As I said, if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button, man, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Catch you guys later.